There are many characters suffering before and throughout the events of Majora's Mask. However, one character always stood out to me. Cremia, in my opinion, is one of the strongest, yet arguably the most tragic character in Majora's Mask. Is the title of this video, when taken literally, misleading? Perhaps. I naturally can't deny that, on a surface level, there are many characters immediately coming to mind who have suffered far worse from the events occurring in Majora's Mask. The three souls of the transformation masks, Darmani III, Mikau, and the Deku Butler's son, as examples of tragedy, just to name the most obvious characters. However, I can't help but think, if we stretch out Termina's history and story to after the events of Majora's Mask, after Link leaves Termina, Cremia has a lot to deal with. With this video, I hope to provide some appreciation for what Cremia goes through. Cremia lives with her younger sister Romani on Romani Ranch, a farm southwest of Clocktown, renowned for its most famous product, Chateau Romani. However, life on the farm isn't easy. There are a multitude of problems plaguing Romani Ranch. An alien invasion tries to steal the ranch's cows. Giant boulders blocking the entrance to Romani Ranch, fierce competition from the Gorman brothers at the Gorman Brothers racetrack, ranging from selling diluted milk to breaking into Romani Ranch at night in order to break bottles of milk or sabotaging Cremia's delivery of Chateau Romani, to even outright attacking the carriage and aiming to destroy the milk jars. Link has to tackle various quests in Majora's Mask to get rid of all these problems troubling the two sisters on their farm. Cremia tries as best as she can to deal with all of these problems, but needs Link's help in order to fix them. She also tries to shield Romani from a lot, as evident by the fact that she doesn't allow Romani to go to the Carnival of Time until she is older, and that she doesn't tell her sister the truth about the moon crashing into Termina, but rather pretends to acknowledge her as an adult in order to make her drunk with Chateau Romani when facing Termina's end. I'm going off the assumption that Termina isn't just a dream world and doesn't just vanish once Link leaves Termina. This contradicts Hyrule Encyclopedia, but this video still has to have a point. In other words, Termina vanishing with its inhabitants might actually be the best thing for Cremia to happen, because the alternatives are grim by a lot. Now, when Majora's Mask has ended and Link has left Termina, most people do indeed feel happier and are in a better situation than before. The three souls I mentioned before, Darmani III, Mikau, and the Deku Butler's son, have been healed with a Song of Healing at the end of the game. Anju gets to marry Kafei, who got turned back into an adult and got the Sun Mask back. The performance of the Indiegogo's at the carnival got sorted out, much to the delight of Toto, Gorman, and Madame Aroma, who's also happy that her son is around again. Mayor Duto is free from discussions about this year's carnival, and the postman returns to carry on with his beloved job. The swordsman is happy he is still alive, the bombers are oblivious to everything, the guards have fulfilled their duty of protecting the town and citizens as best as a leg of order from Mayor Duto could, the great fairies are restored, Grog has his wish fulfilled of seeing his fledglings to grow up, and the bomb shop owner and his mother have their business secured. Pamela and her father are happily reunited, and the kingdom of Ikana is at peace. Well, mostly. Just like all the other regions of Termina. However, Cremia still has to take care of her farm, all by herself. Unlike most other characters in Majora's Mask, Cremia has no one to really rely upon. Anju has Kafei, her mother, her grandmother, and Cremia for support. Kafei has Anju, his wealthy and influential parents, and the curiosity shop owner. Romani has Cremia. The postman has his work for emotional stability, has no one to take care of, and maybe arguably Madame Aroma. Darmani's, Mikau's, and the Deku Butler sons' souls have been healed, and the first two might take comfort in the knowledge that their legacy, people, and civilization will continue to live. The Deku Butler is arguably as bad as Cremia, mourning the loss of his son, but he might have the Deku Princess to turn towards, as they both can be seen understanding the danger the Deku Kingdom is in without getting distracted. They might get along pretty well, I'd speculate. The bomb shop owner and his mother have each other. Grog might still have his grandfather and also taking care of his beloved cuckoos, having seen them growing up. But Cremia has no one. She does have Link for a brief moment, helping her with important tasks regarding the farm, but this is only a temporary solution. Other than her acknowledging him as an adult and thanking him, Cremia hugging Link could also show the need for support she has. One could make the argument that Cremia has Anju, who could have access to the Dutor's family's wealth to turn towards regarding support. But Anju is far away physically and can't help Cremia in day-to-day farm life. She can't turn towards Romani because Romani is too young to play this supportive role and relies on Cremia herself. She can't turn towards her parents because her father is dead and her mother is either absent or dead as well. We don't see Grog or Mama Yuyan helping Cremia in Majora's Mask, so I doubt this will change after the game. She can't turn towards Anju because of physical distance, as I've stated earlier. She can't turn towards Kafei either because of physical distance, but also because it would probably be awkward for her being around her crush, who got married to her friend. For Cremia to have a crush on Kafei, they must have had a past interaction of some sort at some point. So Cremia not only has almost no one to rely upon, she also has a very thin social support network to fall back on, and still faces struggles in her farm life, like competition from the Gorman brothers and alien attacks. Ironically, as much suspicion as Anju's mother throws at Cremia for having ran off with Kafei, she is right about Cremia needing male support. Also, notice how in both end credit scenes that Cremia appears in, she is never the center of attention in this scene. In the first scene, she accompanies Romani, clapping as the younger sister practices her bow shooting. In the second scene, she is a guest to the wedding ceremony of Anju and Kafei. Both scenes are not depicting Cremia with her life and struggles she has overcome. Rather, she continues having to care for Romani and might be continuing feeling sadness that Kafei has married Anju. Both scenes depict her merely as an addition to another person's life, without telling us much about her happiness the happy masked salesman claims she, just like everyone else, has. Cremia is acting very mature and responsible throughout the entire game. Her lessening death for Romani after the third night by making her drunk while not telling her the truth and shielding her. Acknowledging Link as an adult after receiving his help. Not only running an entire farm by herself while alone taking care of her sister, but also reliably delivering Chateau Romani to East Clocktown. These are just some examples. Seeing Cremia and Romani being completely emotionally destroyed at the evening of the third day, while a depressed Anju and her family take refuge upstairs, is for me one of the most depressing scenes in the entire game. I some years ago posted a theory on Zelda Universe about the future of Romani Ranch, link in the description. This again assumes that Termina doesn't simply stop existing after Link leaves it, like Hyrule Encyclopedia claims. The too long didn't read of my theory is the following. If drastic measures aren't taken by Clocktown to protect Romani Ranch, the increasing number of aliens will simply overrun the farm, and Romani defending it, because this time Link won't be around to help her defending it, mind you, thus resulting in all cows being stolen. Therefore, Cremia and Romani, with their whole economic existence of cows being now gone, would have to take refuge in Clocktown, possibly the stockpot inn with the help of Andrew. Also, on a side note, the whole milk bar business might collapse due to lack of their most famous product, the Chateau Romani, leaving quite some townsfolk dissatisfied. So yeah, not too bright of a future for Romani Ranch. I hope I could provide some appreciation for Cremia and the difficulties she faces. I'm always amazed at the responsibility she has to shoulder, what pressure she has to withstand, and how she deals with all of it.